Thanks for clicking on the Ochanos channel. Let's get right into it. Okay, as always, we start over at X. I am on For You. Now, this is from Wall Street Apes. Wall Street Apes definitely is a figure over at TradeView for sure. Um, Also Alpha. There's an Alpha Apes, but over here, basically what the person is saying is from a different angle on the protest, crazy driver, peaceful protest turns tragic. Oh, that's in Riverside, California? Okay, so the person's from Riverside, California? I don't know. Riverside, California, Los Angeles, Montebello, East LA. Breaking news from Marcos. I don't know where this occurred. I don't know where this happened. And also notice I'm in a different area right now. Oh, oh, dude, that's not okay. That is not okay. Any way you look at it, that's not okay. Okay, still over at X. We're back, Tel Aviv, and readers added context they thought people might want to know. This image is from northern Gaza Strip in January of 2009. Apparently, somebody got upset that I had covered some trending video that was trending yesterday. Apparently, it was like, I don't know, 5 years old. But just so you know that this is this is trending today. Okay, it may have been made 50 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 months ago, whatever. It's trending today. So the relevance of it is, and the videos, what's trending today on social media, old stuff, but it is what it is. So let's check it out. Is this a picture? What is it? That's all it is. It's just a picture. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I have no idea if this is true. No, I have no idea if this is true. This is just showing up on my feed. Leading report breaking: world's highest IQ record holder Young Hon Kim has announced that he believes Jesus Christ is God, the way and the truth and the life. I have no way of verifying that this information is true. Okay, this was 5 hours ago on by people are so leaning. This It's ridiculous. I mean, we know the president or the former president has an issue, a cognitive issue, and he has what he has. But anything to make somebody look bad, and I'm not for that, man. Vince Langman. Okay, I understand. This was 1 year ago today. The entire legacy media and every elected Democrat was telling us not to believe or lying eyes because this brain dead garden gnome at a Juneteenth celebration was sharp as a tack. It's not okay to weaponize stuff in media, but it's being done more and more. Okay, something I talked about. I talked about this while it was happening, and I said when the rioting in Los Angeles was happening, that was being funded. and also said that don't worry, it's going to be
I'm
looked
Bill
into.
Asaley, United States Attorney for the Central District of California.
And I'm Akil Davis, the Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's Los Angeles Field Office.
And I'm Tyler Hatcher, the Special Agent in charge of IRS criminal investigation here in Los Angeles.
The right to assemble and protest peacefully is protected by law. Unfortunately, we've seen individuals whose intentions are to cause damage and to assault law enforcement. For example, last week we arrested an individual who was charged with conspiracy to commit and aiding and abetting civil disorders. These violent agitators put peaceful demonstrators at risk.
The FBI and our federal partners will continue to investigate individuals and organizations who are knowingly funding or committing acts of violence against law enforcement, as well as the destruction of property.
We are currently tracing money to determine who is providing funding for these riots. Funding crime doesn't just affect the criminals, it also disrupts entire communities. Each dollar funneled into illegal operations fuels violence, undermines law and order, and perpetuates fear. Make no mistake, we will identify and disrupt financial networks supporting these criminal activities.
Think before you act. The legal consequences for financing or aiding and abetting these crimes are harsh. They include imprisonment and fines.
If you have any information regarding individuals and/or organizations providing financial support to commit acts of violence or destruction of property, please dial 1-800-CALL-FBI or visit tips.fbi.gov. You can also...
Okay, so you know how I feel about China, you know how I feel about Russia. Yeah, and I said that these things are being funded by... They're being funded, so let's be surprised together on who's funding them. I don't think we'll be surprised. I found this extremely funny. Rich liberals face illegals.
Milk Boys, we've shown you some videos of these guys. They started going around to Kamala Harris supporters and asking them to sign basically things that say they support illegals coming to their cities. Right? These are sanctuary cities. These are great liberal people who love everybody until the brown people show up, and then we got some problems.
We would do anything for like all the illegals.
I think we have to be fair.
Guys, this is great. I think we found a new home for you guys.
What guys?
There you go. Oh, dude. Yeah. I think they did that. I think they did that to Nancy Pelosi. She flipped out.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to support everyone, though.
Okay, that I don't.
No, they're not violent. They're not violent. They're good.
Oh no, hop it! Like just like you guys did before.
Thank you very much.
Can they stay for dinner? Wait. Well, we have your signature. You guys got to drive back down south.
Back to Home Depot.
These people have, as Gad Saad calls it, suicidal empathy. Oh, I'm for everybody. Nobody's illegal. Everybody come into this country.
Dude.
My daughter, no problem. But just don't do it in my house.
Dude, that's funny. That is okay. Funny. I definitely have some lighting issues. I moved everything and I have to gold. We're still over at YouTube. And do I like the view? No, I do not like the view. But I do like Asmongold, and he covers some funny stuff, man.
Get ready,
Let's
guys.
Check it out.
Get ready.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that, because if we start with that it is the same.
Wait,
she
what?
thinks that her in Iran is... Oh, my God.
It's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not if you're black.
Not if you're black.
Guys, nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country.
No, I do. I do. They're not even remotely comparable. Anybody who's trying to bring up any U.S. problem and contextualize it around something that's happening to the Iranian people is a completely privileged, delusional retard.
Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
And when did Iranian women get the vote?
They don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
We are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are there kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? These They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because that's not
women,
what I meant.
and they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They can't go out of their house.
Targeted and ambushed with
On
the
YouTube.
whole thing caught on camera. Video shows a woman in Leon Springs being attacked by a pair of masked men. The woman thinks she was followed by the men from the bank. As Ken's 5 reporter Zach Briggs shows us, it took a certain member of the family to save the day.
It happened so fast, but it felt like it was in slow motion to me.
Noemi Moreno still.
Okay, so this is my PSA, and this is very, very
filled purse, and right behind her,
important,
a red
especially
SUV
nowadays.
pulled up after passing by just moments before.
And there's 2 guys, young guys, all dressed in black with the black ski mask. They started pulling my purse, and they pulled me so hard that I fell on the ground.
Amid all the screaming, Rambo the dog revved into action, rushing toward the commotion.
So what should you remember? What should you remember from this? Hey, if you're going to the bank and if you're pulling out, okay, so if you're going to the bank and if you're pulling out any kind of money, first off, you want to look around, check out your surroundings. Somebody just sitting there or watching you, you don't want to be very loud. You can even just put the paper down, the amount you're withdrawing, and then just hand it to the teller. And you can go like this, and she knows what that means, like to keep it quiet. Out a large sum of money. Not that I'm saying that I have pulled out a large sum of money. I mean, what's large for me may be nothing for somebody else, but yeah. And then when you're leaving, make sure you put your money away, and then you're going to look around and you're going to see if somebody is watching you. And if somebody's watching you, be aware of that. Probably the safest thing to do is to be with somebody when you're pulling out money and not do it alone. That's a best tip that I can give you, especially in nowadays, with how financial situations are. Just be aware of your surroundings. Anyways, that's all we have for today. And if you've watched the channel for this long, I appreciate you very, very much. We make a video Monday through Friday. A short video either slightly before the stock market opens or slightly after the stock market opens with my bird boy Pete, who's back there right behind me. And then we make a long video Monday through Friday. This is it. There's no market today because of Juneteenth. So this is it for the day. If you could click that head up there, see that head? That head is me. That's how you subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.